install Abyss Odyssey on the side.
Oh yeah, so we're definitely gonna try playing that. Okay. Okay. So hopefully we are live now. I was tweaking around some of my OBS settings trying to figure out that weird Elgato delay. But I think I have them all back to normal now.
I don't miss having to deal with that.
The Elgato delay?
Yeah, because it was a real bitch on the first one that I had. The second one was better, and I think it only gave me a problem specifically with the PlayStation.
Yeah, I still have the original Elgato HD, so in order to get rid of it, because it's the last one that has the S video port for the PS3.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's the one I first had. That was the first one, and then they had the HD 60. I think I had the 60, not the 60S, and then whatever the hell the version for the computer, the internal capture card is.
Yeah, I was looking at the HDS, which that one is USB 3, so then I wouldn't have to deal with the delay. I was also there's a couple other brands of capture cards I saw that looked interesting. Like there's an AverMedia one that supposedly it doesn't have any delay.
Well, that would be good.
Yeah, it has like an internal H.264 chip to help with encoding, so that it doesn't take up CPU resources. So
right. That seems good.
Yeah, as long as it works with like OBS and there's no weird incompatibility stuff there. Okay. So they don't this interface menu on here is a little confusing because I think these are all like the same game basically.
Right.
Just different versions. Like, I think this is the original arcade version. And then this is like two different versions of like the Xbox arcade version. And then these three is like a re-release that like adds a new character or something. So, because I was messing around with it, and they all like have the same levels and everything.
Mm-hmm.
They just the biggest difference I think I noticed was the arcade versions are like really small, and a like really small window, like a 4x3 window, where the other ports have like a larger screen. So you can actually see it, basically having like the original arcade resolution versus the modern console resolution.
I mean, whichever one's gonna look most visually presentable on screen. Let's do this Lords of Thunder waifu edition.
I think it's the MBL one. I don't know exactly what the difference is between normal and version 1.1. Other than that, normal has like a quick tutorial at the beginning and 1.1 doesn't. But yeah, I think this is the most recent. Let's see. Is the stream actually working? Looks like it. Okay. Yes, Mega Death Smiles Mega Black Label.
Mega Black Label? What does that even mean?
That's like the most recent release that they like added a new character and whatnot.
I see.
So let's see. Sakura, she's the new character. We got Sakura, age 15, magician. Casper, age 11, death magic. Windia, wind magic. Fire, Follette, fire magic. Go with her. I think. So I get to pick three different levels.
Rosa's looking mighty.
Well, she's the oldest.
Oh, that's what does it.
Yeah.
You get that old, you start getting the desires, you know.
Chapel 1, Verse 1, Halloween Town Aflame.
Holy shit! This shit is already ridiculous. Yeah, this is straight up Lords of Thunder waifu edition.
Specifically, gothic lolita waifus.
Yeah, like instead of guys in armor with elemental suits, you have elemental magic anime chicks.
And a soundtrack that reminds me of Castlevania Chronicles.
Yeah, Lords of Thunder went the heavy metal route, whereas this is definitely more comparable to the things you mentioned with like Castlevania and whatnot.
Like, I don't think I'm assuming the Lords of Thunder is like this, where you have enemies coming in from both sides of the screen.
I think so. I can't recall, because the thing with Lords of Thunder also, and I don't know if that's the case with this also, but Lords of Thunder was actually pretty fucking hard.
Well, I'm only playing on the first level, on the first rank level, which, from what I played, isn't like super difficult.
Hey, fighting death. It's Castlevania.
Yeah, just like first level, you just straight up fight death.
Yeah. Why not?
Because I have a power up, so I can become invincible now. Hey, I'm supposed to be invincible. No, that wasn't supposed to hit me. There we go.
Oof. Excuse me.
Okay, so there's a level 1, level 2, level 3, and then level 999. I think that was also added in the Mega Black Label edition, was the level 999 rank. Which I'm assuming is like a difficulty modifier.
So people complained the game was too easy and decided, hey, what if we put this on Ikaruga levels of difficulty?
I'm guessing, because there's like 3 different versions of this game that have been released. And apparently they're actually porting this one, and I think it's the sequel maybe, to Switch, PC, and like the other modern consoles.
Oh, okay.
Like they just announced, there was like a month or 2 ago, that they're porting basically a Death Smiles collection to Switch and other consoles, and I think PC.
Was this like originally a live arcade game?
Yes. What? I don't remember if it was the Mega Black Label or if it was the original one. I think Mega Black Label might have been a Japanese exclusive. But yeah, the originally Death Smiles was a Xbox Live Arcade game.
Because I was just looking through your rotating art, and it shows 360. I was like, this has to be an arcade title.
Yeah, I don't know if it came... Oh, here's a giant corpse in the ground. Yeah, I don't know if the... Whoops. I don't know if the arcade... Which came first, the arcade or the Xbox version?
Oof.
I think the Xbox Live version might have come first, and then they later made it for arcades. Oh, ouch. Ow.
It's a freaky looking face you're fighting there. Ooh.
It's the Buried Baron. He has some creepy animations on his face.
I see this. It's well animated.
Yeah, for like how old it is and like the engine it was built on being relatively old, it actually looks pretty good.
It's kind of weird, like the sprites look old versus like the backgrounds, which are beautiful and stick out. And then you have, of course, the anime transitions when you beat the level.
Yeah, it's a very weird, disparate art style. So I don't know exactly how many levels there are. Because you have a choice of 3 levels, you pick one, you beat it, and then you pick between another set of 3 levels, and then you have to go back to the levels you passed. So it's like you get to choose what levels you want to do, but you eventually have to go back and beat all of them or something.
I mean, are the levels different at that point? Do you have to collect something else? Like, how's that work?
Not that I know of. It seems like you just have to go back and if it's just a thing where you have to clear all the levels, you just get to choose what order you want to do them in. Oh, now we're finding another giant tree. Whoa.
Well then.
Oh wow, those are some... Got apples with faces on them, or at least a mouth. Oh, now I'm dead. So now I can go... I guess we'll swap wastes. The Witch of the Bottomless Swamp. Oh, you don't recover your health between levels. Interesting. Okay, those mermen are straight up from Castlevania.
Yeah, they are.
You actually have several different attack buttons on this. I'm just like exclusively using the turbo button. Whoa. Because there's also like a targeting mode, or like a targeting shot, where it'll lock in and target an enemy. The problem is that you won't be shooting anywhere else, so you're kind of left vulnerable while you're attacking that one enemy.
Right.
Oh, we got Story. The Swamp Witch. Aren't you the cutest thing? Oh, she's the other playable character. Interesting. Apparently, I don't get to choose whether to advance the text. It just does it automatically. Ouch.
Oof.
I wonder how many lives I have. Ouch. Activate my power-up mode. There we go.
There you go, look at that.
This is some very interesting localization.
You can't compete with a bot like this.
I'm assuming the different characters have different dialogue.
Oh, that's great.
So this is the last level. Oh yeah, this is the one with the rocket music. I'm assuming there must be a final level after this. Ouch. So I thought the map looks bigger than just having like 6 levels. Ouch. Yeah. It's always tricky navigating these shoot-'em-ups. Because at least in the ones that I've played, I don't know if this is like common among a lot of shmups, but your hitbox is actually very tiny. Oh, hello, Giant Cow. Giant Cow Mary. She even has a name.
A fucking cow? What is this game even?
It's anime. It's like a giant cow with magical cubes. And now it's dead.
What the fuck?
Okay, now I go to the volcano. So what's after the volcano then? Because this is the last level that I know of. Okay, this is a vertical scrolling one now. Interesting. So it's weird having a vertical scrolling level when you only shoot horizontally.
Yeah. I mean, it's so... Lords of Thunder, it still goes side to side, but like sometimes it'll go at an angle while still going left to right. Whereas this is just up and down. I don't know if it stays that way, but...
Well, this is the only level I've seen so far that has the vertical scrolling. So I wonder if it would be easier with the other girl, Sakura. I think her turbo fire, the secondary your secondary fire with the fairy will actually rotate around you as you move, so you can like kind of aim in all directions. Oh, God of Flames Bavaria? So we got an actual dragon. Ouch.
It's cool. I'm telling you, like, this is so weird, because, like, the bosses are, like, they're, like, on a whole other level than everything else, visually.
Well, yeah, they got to make them look absolutely epic compared to the rest of the game.
Because like it makes them stick out like a sore thumb.
Oh, so she's a good guy now.
You get to use her and all your witch powers.
I could have selected her because the Mega Black Label you can play as the Sakura girl. I don't know if that changes the story at all. But because the previous version of the game you couldn't play as her. I'm assuming she was just part of the story. Oh, so we can go straight to Hades Castle, or we can try these other levels first. Interesting. I guess we'll look at the other level, try out the other levels first. Okay, now we're scrolling up. Interesting. Oh, too many bullets. Too many bullets. Ow. Good. Give me some narrow spaces to go here. Ow.
Now it's going up and down. Huh.
And very tight movement. With all these walls. Ow. So I don't seem to have any lives. So I'm wondering if they're doing that arcade port thing where you can just basically have infinite continues.
Do you have infinite continues?
It seems like it, because I don't see any sort of lives counter. Ouch. Yeah. Okay, that's too many bullets. Well, how are they supposed to attack those guys? Ow. Not giving me a whole lot of room to work here, game.
It's brutal.
most of the, I think the other shmups I've played have all been vertical ones. So I think this is probably, there's, I think there might be one on Steam that I played a while back. Oh, that is too many spiders. I forget what it was called. Sign Mora? I think that one is a side-scrolling shmup that I played like ages ago. Otherwise, I've been collecting a bunch of different shmups on the Switch, and most of those have all been vertical. Which I haven't bought it yet, but you can actually get a Switch dock that flips the screen vertically, and then you can attach your controllers on the side. So you can play these shmups in vertical orientation on the Switch. Oh, whoa, okay. Okay. Ow. What in the... How you avoid all of this?
What the fuck? That's brutal.
Oh. Yeah, this is like way too much stuff.
Shit. This is definitely a Garuga style, like holy crap.
Oh, interesting. If I hold both triggers down, I can alternate shooting left and right. That's neat. Ow. Okay, don't know how I dodged all that. Ow. This would be very interesting to play two-player. Like,
yeah, for sure.
And adding another person into this.
I wonder, like, if it makes it easier or if they compensate for the difficulty, like having another person.
Yeah, because like it would be infinitely more chaotic having another two sources of bullets firing. But that would also give you twice as much bullet coverage. So... yeah, I guess we'll go to the Ice Palace. Oh, hello. All Hallows Eve. So this is literally a Halloween game.
Yeah.
It seems weird that you could go directly to, or unless you couldn't go to Hades Castle, like you'd just be able to skip all this. But now we're going diagonal. Sometimes I swear I should have gotten hit by something, but I don't. And then other times I get hit and I can't tell by what.
Yeah, that's kind of how these games roll.
like I can see my tiny little hit circle on my character, but then sometimes I'll be flying through a cloud of bullets, and I swear I ran into a bullet, but it doesn't register as a hit.
So I keep mentioning it, given the nature of the game. It's have you ever played Ikaruga?
I'm not sure, actually, because the name sounds very familiar.
So think about all this, you know, like this kind of thing. It's top down as opposed to side scrolling, but it's top down. Definite bullet hell, and the way the game works is you want to intentionally get hit by some bullets because there's light colored bullets and dark colored bullets.
Okay, that actually sounds very familiar.
And I forget if you absorb the same color or the opposite color, but case in point is you need to absorb, you know, certain ones to be able to go towards your special meter. And then the other ones, you know, you're constantly switching between the colors to be able to do that. So it's like, oh crap, this is going to hit me. Oh crap, this isn't going to hit me. So you have to sit there and micromanage how you're going to dodge, but also which ones you can absorb so you can actually have a chance at dodging.
That sounds like... I swear I've played that because that sounds very familiar. But I can't remember on what I would have played that. Because, like, what systems was it on?
I'm trying to think. I think it was originally on the Dreamcast, but I could be very wrong about that because I know they ported it to the Switch. It's on Steam.
Yeah,
probably a bunch of other places too.
I've seen it on Switch on sale a couple times. I've been tempted to get it. Because I know I have signed Mora on Steam, and I think they just released like a definitive edition or something a little while ago that I also have apparently. But I don't. The gameplay and the name of Ikaruga sounds very familiar. Like I have played that. I just don't know where, because I'd have to look at my Steam library to see if I do own that on Steam as well. Or if maybe there could have been like a demo of it maybe on a console at some point that I played. Oh. Ow. Ouch. That targeting shot is really hard to pull off. You have to get so close to the enemy in order to do for the target reticle to connect. So it looks like I do have infinite continues. It just resets my score every time I die.
Indeed.
Which I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you just have infinite quarters. It's fine.
I've never gotten hung up on high scores, so...
Yeah, I really wonder why games since the 70s, early 80s are like... early 80s is probably a better statement. Kind of when the arcade era is done. like the arcades where you care about the high scores, right? Like the original Mega Man had a score.
Well, because that games didn't have any sort of permanent progression system. So like the high score was like your only form of progress to say that you accomplished anything in the game, because you didn't have a save file, you didn't have like passwords or anything like that. It just like, oh hey, I got this score. That means I must have progressed so far in the game. And you could brag at how good you are at the game because you got a higher score than someone else. But it does seem kind of pointless once games actually started having like permanent progression and leveling and actually being able to save your progress between runs.
Yeah, like it's one of those things. I feel like the only point for it now is like, oh, get XYZ amount of points and you get an extra life.
Yeah. Or basically they do that with achievements and trophies now.
True.
It's sort of like, that's kind of the modern replacement of that. You accomplished this specific thing, here's a reward to say that you did it. So now instead of having high scores for games, you have high scores for gaming as a whole.
That's true.
Like you have a high score on your Xbox.
Yep. Use your gamer score. Which, depending on the type of games you play, it's you know, look how much time I've spent on the Xbox.
Or you get those easy platinum games where you can get a platinum just by finishing the game in 3 hours.
Yep, like the Avatar game where you sit in the corner and bash A over and over.
Yep.
Or to a bit of a greater extent that requires a little more effort. There was a Ninja Turtles game that people used for easy achievement grinding, but the game was like terrible.
That seems to be the case with those games that use for achievement grinding. So death is just a regular enemy now?
I mean, I guess it assumes you're that good at this point, so, or more powerful. So why not put them as a regular enemy?
I mean, I haven't exactly, like, I don't think there's any sort of leveling system in this game, so I guess they just figure final level, have death.
Mm-hmm. Death delivers death.
Ouch. Well, that's a new guy. I haven't seen that giant eyeball thing. The thing I've noticed with shmups is they always have very detailed level design and enemy design, but it all gets lost in the chaos of explosions and bullets.
Sure does.
Oh, and the giant cow is back. Okay. Sure. Ouch. So we're just doing like a level boss rush now. Now we're scrolling down. Got some nice parallax going on, having some foreground scenery, foreground and background scenery moving around. Ow. Hello. You're rather large. Oh, and now there's two of you. See, these are the two guys that showed up in the very beginning cutscene, and she just blew them up with a single fireball. Wow. This is basically like we're flying through Dracula's castle. Hello again. You can stop throwing these giant ogre guys at me. I think I've fought enough of them. Got Big Ben in the background there.
What? The game's just tossing tactics ogres at you.
What the? Oh, okay. Now we're just in a ghost ballroom. This is just Castlevania.
I said, you're fighting a dancing couple, so like that's straight up a boss from Castlevania.
That's like multiple rooms in multiple Castlevania games. You have the ghost ballrooms.
Yup. That annoying one with the pictures, I think, also had it in it. Portrait of Ruin.
Yeah, I think it did. I actually kind of like that one. It's not as good as Aria and Dawn of Sorrow.
No, definitely not.
But I don't know. I kind of liked Portrait of Ruin. I thought it was interesting having the two characters.
I think it was bad, but just found it annoying. They didn't really need to. They could have not announced their names switching every time.
Well, you just don't switch them all the time. What I always did is I played as Charlotte and just had Jonathan tag along behind me all the time.
Ah, okay.
So I wasn't constantly swapping back and forth.
Wrecked.
Okay then.
Yeah, jerk.
Now, is he gonna have multiple forms? Ouch.
I'm gonna assume so, because this seems a little on the easy side. I say this, of course, as there's 20 million bullets on the screen.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Ouch. It's like, I think I have a super move saved up.
Jesus. Alright, never mind.
Hey, ow. Okay. Yeah, whoa, okay. Ow. Ow. Ow.
That's okay. That's a thing he does.
I think if this was like an actual arcade game and you like, when you died, you had to like start over. I don't think I would like shmups very much.
No. No.
But like not having much of a penalty for death, if at all, they are kind of interesting.
Dude, what the fuck? This gets
Oh,
absurd.
whoa, 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 whoa. I went, what?
What? How? There's no space.
No, like, what then? Because
Did
I
you
don't.
say you had a invincibility attack though, or something?
I don't have any invincibility charges. I do have a super move that I could pull out. That I don't know if it would affect him much because it's. I think it's sort of like a screen wipe. How? There's literally no way to avoid all those. Okay.
Looks like you did for a second there, and they got you anyway. So I guess, actually, based on the last one, it kind of looks like it's a fake out.
Oh.
Like, it's all there on screen to trick you, but you go into it before it all joins at one place and hits you.
Interesting.
That's the only thing I can think of, because otherwise, how the fuck do you avoid that?
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
This is interesting. Ow. Because he's... Oh, okay. Oh, whoa. That's too many boxes. Ow.
it's music, though.
It literally just is Castlevania.
Now, like, hey, in case it wasn't already obvious.
Ow.
Damn, that HP pool is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not going down very fast.
No.
Oh, good. Giant laser. That's too many bullets. Ow. Ooh. Okay. Well, he's angry now. I can't shoot above me. Now we have ghost hands, okay. It's not very fair having them at the top of the screen. Where I can't really aim. What if... Well, that was my super move. Ah. Okay. Ow. They give you so little room to dodge all those. Okay. Are you dead now?
I'm gonna assume that's it.
So his name is Jitterbug. I just noticed that.
Yeah, you noticed that before?
It didn't
Girl's
quite
father is Jitterbug.
So if the portal is to the real world, what is the world they're in? Do they like live in the demon world? Oh, okay, so I get to pick. Enter and return to the real world or stay here with your friends. Hey.
Uh-oh.
I think I was on a timer that I didn't know about.
It is your choice to make, within the time limit.
But we won't tell you you have a time limit. So... Oh, so this is an isekai. She was in a car accident, got teleported to this demon world. And then at the end, you could choose to go back to the real world. Well, I wasn't quite expecting that.
That was a interesting game.
I don't know if that's the... I can't remember if there's another shmup that I already beat. Because they usually aren't terribly long if you like have infinite lives.
True.
So there's like a couple of them that I've been playing on the Switch. That I don't remember if I... No, I might have beat one of them on the Switch, but it's one of those where each character that you choose has like a different story kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And like slightly different levels. Sisters Royale. I think that's one of the shmups that I beat like one run of it on the Switch. That one is interesting because It's a vertical scrolling shmup, but you're playing as an actual like character walking on the ground. So there are ice levels where you actually will slide on the ground while you're shooting. So yeah, I've played. I think I've finished a run of that one. I've also, I don't think I've finished it yet, but I've also played Shikondo, which is another like Japanese vertical shmup.
Mm-hmm.
That one's more like traditional Japanese yokai folklore kind of thing, with like various ghosts and goblins. I'm going to look at my Steam. Okay, I have a demo of Ikaruga on Steam. So
I'll tell you enough, you know.
Yeah, I must have played the demo of it ages ago or something. And then I have Sign Mora and Sign Mora EX. Where's Ghostblade HD? That's the other shmup that I have. There might be one other one. I think Azure Reflections is a shmup too. I want to quick see what level 999 is. Seems like they're shooting a lot more bullets. Ouch. So far, the biggest difference I've noticed is seems like there's slightly more enemies, and the enemies also shoot additional bullets compared to the normal level. So I'm assuming it probably gets a lot crazier as you progress in the game. So the bosses don't seem to have any more HP. They just have a lot more bullets. Oh, but he has a third form? Okay, that's new.
That wasn't even his final form.
So the bosses get additional forms on 999. Ow. Oh, just one extra form. So it's not terribly different.
No, not a bunch. It doesn't seem that way.
Well, you technically have another hour from what I was planning.
True.
It could either switch to one of my shmups on the Switch, or I thought Hotline Miami would be oddly appropriate for both Halloween and our current pandemic. Hotline Miami is based entirely around wearing a mask.
Right.
So, do you have a preference either Hotline Miami or one of the other random shmups I have on the Switch?
I mean, not that I've like seen it for an extended period of time, but I know what Hotline Miami is. So one of the other ones.
Let's see. So, okay, so exit this. Alright, so now where is my Elgato capture? There it is. Alright, and then, okay. This is going to be the interesting part, see if this works. See if I can put everything on a delay. Okay, I put everything on a delay. Oop. That killed the stream for a second, but I think it's back. Maybe. Is the stream still going on your end? My OBS keeps randomly flashing yellow. My mic still working?
You seem to be okay. You mean on stream or on here?
Both.
When you said both, it happened on stream as well, so you seem to be okay.
Alright, let's see how this works. Okay, so... okay. Sure. Shikando, this is the one that's the most Halloween themed, I think. And it's probably the one I've played the least, I think. Okay, it looks like it's coming through on the stream. Hopefully the audio sync is working. Okay, I remember how this one worked. So there's novice, hardcore, local co-op, arcade, boss rush. Don't remember which mode I did. It was either novice or arcade. I tried novice. I think that's the one I did. Do normal difficulty on novice. So I can play as the Grim Reaper lady or the girl. I don't remember what the difference is between the two of them.
So wait, you picked samurai chicks in this one? Is that what the difference is, basically?
Yeah, you either play as the girl or the Grim Reaper, who was also a girl.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember what their different firing methods were. I think that's the difference is just their firing methods. I want to say I played as the Grim Reaper before. I don't know if I've played as the girl or not. I guess we'll try Samurai Girl, see what that's like. Now if I can remember how to play this.
That will be the challenge, though, won't it?
Press to attack. Press to move slowly, change the attack type. Charge the soul gaze by game. Oh, that's right. That's how this one worked. You charge up by dodging, by flying close to enemy bullets. So instead of Ikaruga, where you're trying to absorb certain bullets, this one you're trying to fly as close to the bullets as possible without hitting them.
Huh. That's weird. So go in the midst of danger to power up.
Basically.
Huh.
Okay, yeah, so you hold your fire button, but then if you also hold the shoulder button, that will slow you down, but that puts you into charge mode, where if you fly close to enemy bullets while in charge mode, it'll charge up your super attack.
Yeah, this definitely seems like a less hectic Ikaruga.
Yep, so when I activate my power move, it gives me a huge firing burst. So you want to move slow while charging, so you can fly close to bullets and charge up your gauge, and then activate the gauge. Blows everything up, and then gives you a massive firepower increase for a short time. So, is this the boss already? Yep. Did I die? Yep, I died.
Is that supposed to be a boss?
Yes. Okay, now she's bringing up the big guns. It's like the very end. Oh, that's right. They have four. They have, of course, they have. I forgot she has a second form, where she just attaches her entire body. Yeah. Okay. So now the music is picked up.
Alright, now this is a boss. Music too.
Yeah. They start you off with the peaceful traditional Japanese music and not very many enemies. Pretty easy boss. But then you get to the second room. I think all the bosses, at least the ones that I fought, have second forms like this. I don't think I've actually finished this yet. Good now? Yes? No? Maybe? Okay. is the thing we have the score multiplier depending on the difficulty you select.
Unlike the last title, the backgrounds for this are much less exciting.
Yeah, they're supposed to just be like traditional Japanese hanging scrolls. So there's not a lot of animation going on. It's sort of interesting. Basically, you're supposed to play this like completely different from most other shmups, because most other shmups you want to move fast to avoid all the bullets. Where it seems like what they're trying to go for on this is they want you to move slower and carefully fly around the bullets, grazing them as close as possible in order to charge up your super meter. So it's more like slow, careful avoidance rather than hectic chaos.
I like this music though.
Yeah, it is definitely very interesting.
It's really good.
Oh, hello. Is she hanging upside down or standing on her hand? Oh no, she's a cat. She's like half cat? I don't know what's going on there. She looks like a lion with an upside-down human attached to the top.
Yeah, she does, and that's pretty fucking weird.
I mean, I think these are all based on like Japanese yokai, and
oh, are they?
Yeah, and what little I know about Japanese yokai, which there are a lot of Japanese yokai, but they are very weird. Like her second form.
What the hell is that?
I think the rest.
What?
The rest of the lion came out and just started eating the lady half.
Right. Okay. That's a boss. That's the thing. There's like a ridiculous number of all these different yokai monsters. They're like all different. Some of them are very, very weird.
very different music style from Death Smiles. More like that. Now it's going more electronica.
I might. Yeah, I mean 100%. Different music changes, but like I don't know. Maybe because I'm used to the other one, I almost prefer this. It's interesting.
This one I can definitely rely a bit more on my own reflexes rather than just pure luck, like in Death Smiles. Because there's not nearly as many bullets on the screen. Plus, I do kind of like the idea of this Soul Collect super move. Just basically clear the screen and then have like a massive fire burst for a short time. Also seems like I don't exactly know what it's counting for, but when you get hit, it clears all of the bullets from the stage and converts them into those flames which you collect. Exactly sure what those flames do.
I don't know if they intended to make them look like I mean, those hats are a thing, right? But they kind of look like mushroom people.
The rice hats?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, those hats are definitely a thing. And I don't remember all the stuff they used them for, but I know those things they would use them for like all kinds of different stuff. They weren't just a hat that they wore. I don't know if they used them as like bowls to like put water in. So it was one of those things where they had a lot of stuff that they used to serve multiple purposes. I think, and the one thing I know I've seen in different like anime or cartoons or whatever, which I don't think is actually a thing, but you'll see in like various anime cartoons, they'll use those rice hats as like a tiny little rowboat. That they'll take their hat, put it in the river, and just have like a stick and use that as a boat. I have a feeling that's not actually a thing.
So it has a spider butt with legs, like.
Yeah.
That's
Dude, this is the real Spider.
Clearly.
There's dark bullets are really weird. Like some of the enemies do it too, where they'll shoot out a whole bunch of bullets. They'll just kind of like very slowly just kind of wander around, like they won't actually just fire straight ahead. They just sort of they have all these bullets that just kind of like slowly wander around the screen that you have to avoid. So is that 3 bosses now? 3, 4 bosses? Now we're back to the calm, relaxing.
I mean, they can keep the other stuff. There'll be no calm stuff.
Okay, now we're throwing in some synthesizer in there. I also have a shield, it seems. I don't know if the flames are what's charging my shield. Oh, those are like 2 hands coming out of the portal. I like how this music started out as one genre, now it's completely flipped to a different genre.
Just doesn't know what it wants, it's fine. Which, I mean, even with that being said, pretty damn good.
Yeah. Like the bundle I bought of Death Smiles came with the soundtracks. I wonder if we can get the soundtracks. I would assume it probably exists on YouTube. Oh, hey, it's the... multi-armed person. There's multiple arms, there's multiple people attached to her. Okay, these are some crazy bullet patterns.
She also plays music. Well, she killed him.
Yeah, he's playing a... I don't know if that's a sitar. Or what that is. What's your second one? Oh, her heart's restricted now. Okay. Also, is that her playing on top? It looks like there's a giant container on top of her head.
Kind of looks like it's a brain crown.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a giant crown that's attached to all 3 or 4 of the people. It's a giant thing. I don't know exactly what triggers are used in the bosses, but it's like at certain points when you're attacking, all of the bullets will despawn and you collect all the energy from it. Like usually when you're fighting like regular enemies, if you defeat like a larger enemy, it will despawn all of their bullets that they have fired at you. I don't know why the bosses sometimes do that. If there's like a certain damage point, they will despawn all their bullets. It's very weird. Because the bullets also despawn when you get hit, so sometimes you don't know if you got hit or if you just hit the boss enough that it despawned all the bullets. Okay, so now we're in some floaty ruins above modern Japan. This is probably the most visually interesting background we've had so far.
Agreed.
It seems like they only give you one new enemy type per stage. Because all of these are all these enemies. I think that lantern with the teeth and eyes that why is he like a mini boss? didn't remember seeing all the enemies from previous stages.
Right.
Pressing the shield button also despawns all the bullets.
How does that work?
I'm not sure. When I press it, I get this shield around me, and all the bullets disappear. I'm not sure what is charging that shield. Like, what resource I'm using to activate it. One of these things. Man, I don't remember what they're called. The long neck monsters.
It's got more peaceful again.
Yeah. Oh. I like the bullet patterns in this. Like they actually try to make the bullet patterns create like these really fancy, intricate designs. Oh, now the beat just dropped. Now we're dubstep.
Gotta have dubstep design.
Is anything better than dubstep? This actually does sound like some of the dubstep music that I listen to. It sounds very similar. Yeah, now we're about to drop the beat again. Right at the start. Oh, now she has an extra head. Okay.
Why not? Yup, definitely ignorant. No question about that.
Does that have these fancy bullet patterns?
Oh yeah. They're just all over the place in that game, man.
Why does that extra head have its own legs?
That's a really good question. I don't have an answer.
Wait, no, she was dead. Why did I get hit?
That was messed up.
Okay, and... Oh, I guess that's it. Okay. that was anticlimactic.
Wait, what?
She just like hung there for a second, like, is there more? Is there a third form? Like, oh nope, credits.
A very abrupt end to the game. Holy shit.
Well, I mean, considering there's like zero story set up at all, it's literally just like, pick your character. Deer Farm. Interesting name for a developer.
So two very different titles within the same genre.
Both being Japanese, at least I think they're both Japanese developed.
Which would you say you prefer and why?
That's hard to say because I like the gameplay style a bit more, I think, in Shikundo. Because it's a bit slower and more... It's easier to see what exactly you're doing. And I like the bullet patterns that they make. Like all the different like flower designs and stuff that they do with all the bullets moving around. Rather than just having them just spamming explosions of bullets all over the place. But Death Smiles does have more visually interesting graphics for the most part. Even if some of them look a little out of place next to each other.
I can see that.
Death Smiles is also a bit longer.
True, this one ended pretty quickly.
Yeah, that wasn't even an hour. That was maybe like half hour, 45 minutes. Kind of want to try at least try the Ikaruga demo. 'Cause I'm assuming it's probably not very long if I can even complete anything in it. Since I have it downloaded.
I mean, you got a bit of time, so you might as well. This way you can see the similarities with the thing I've been comparing it to the whole time.
So, okay. So, then I need to... I am really curious what this is going to do to the video with me changing all the delays, all the delay offs midstream. Okay, so okay. So that should sort of disable all the delays. Wait, what? What was that error? Failed to launch with previous settings. Launch in window mode. Cool. Yeah, that's not gonna work for me, game.
Whoops.
It's... Yeah, You need to see what this is doing. Resize this. So this is my display, and that's what the game is doing. And yeah, okay, I only tapped on what is playable. Yes, but can I make this window just a little bit bigger? This is like literally the size of my touchpad. Video window. Yeah, it decided, for whatever reason, it decided to render the game in 480 by 640.
Wait, what?
Yeah, can you see it on the stream? How tiny?
It's small as hell.
Okay, that's better. This is one downside to having a 4K monitor.
I know you had a 4K monitor.
Well, my laptop is 4K, has a 4K display. So the primary display for my computer is 4K.
That's cool.
It is, but sometimes games don't like that.
Right.
So when you render a game in like 1080p on the 4K monitor, if it's like in window mode, it's like really tiny. So okay. So I'm going to swap it over to my other monitor. And we'll just capture the game window. There we go. Okay. HUD size, rotate screen, no. Preset normal, yeah, we'll go with that. Don't know what the rest of this means. Continues, yes. Okay, we'll just do free play. Has the limit of shots. What does that mean? I guess we'll just do arcade mode.
Arcade mode works.
Easy, enemies do not return fire. Normal, enemies with the same polarity return fire. Hard, enemy always return fire. Would do enemies normally not return fire? I don't understand how you have a shmup with enemies that don't return, don't shoot at you.
Yeah, it seems a little nonsensical, but but yeah.
Guess we'll go normal and see how that goes. Yeah, I've definitely played this.
Have you?
Yeah. I recognize this now. Okay, so hold A to fire, press B to switch polarity. Okay. Hello, Stitch.
Stitch! with the puppy.
Okay, so I'm charging that gauge thing on the side. And what does that do for me? Energy max? Why? Oh, okay, so I press the shoulder button and that's the... Oh, whoops. Okay, so there's a bit of a delay when you switch polarities.
Yeah, there is, unfortunately.
That definitely is very interesting that you can basically just tank certain enemies' shots just by having the right polarity on.
That's the whole mechanic behind the game, basically.
Yeah.
You do it all game.
Yeah, that is definitely a very, very interesting idea. Oh, it's a Jehudi. Oh. This is kind of like that that one racing game on the Switch.
Which one? Definitely not familiar with a lot of those.
What was it called? It was like a launch title on the Switch. It was like a downloadable racing game. Where is it? It's kind of like, it was kind of like Wipeout. Oh, that's literally all the demo is, just that first boss level. There's a racing game on the Switch that's very much like an F-Zero or a Wipeout game. Where you're racing your like little flying car along the track, and the trick of the racing game is there's these colored panels on the track, either like red or blue, and you have to switch your engine polarity like this between red and blue, so that when you run over the tracks, if your engine is the same color as the spot on the track, you'll speed up, but if it's the wrong color, you'll slow down. So you have to be I think you use like the shoulder buttons to swap between the engine polarities as you're racing along the track, so that you can get the speed boost off of the panels. And of course they lay out the panels like right next to each other, or like are constantly having the panels switch out, or if another racer like knocks you off of one colored panel into a different colored panel, if you don't switch it, you'll slow down.
Right.
Let me see.
That is very similar and interesting.
Do I not have it downloaded? I thought I did. I think it originally released on the Wii U, but then they ported it to Switch when it first came out. I have too many games on my Switch. I can't find anything on it anymore. Weird. Or maybe I don't have. Maybe it's on. It's probably my mom bought it on her Switch. That's probably why it's not on mine. It's probably on her account. So I guess that's all I get to play of Ikaruga, which...
It's relatively short. But it's a demo, so I mean...
Yeah, it said Chapter 1. I didn't realize Chapter 1 was just that.
Right?
Yes, I would like to exit. I don't... Alright, so... Oops. I want to full screen that. So that's about 2 hours. So that was about all I was going to do for tonight.
Indeed. I can't remember the last time we did, I guess, like, start or normal time with this.
Yeah, I was planning on doing the missing, but I was kind of tired, and I wanted to do a full stream for the missing.
Right.
So, to get through as much of that as possible. So, I'll also just, I was watching it and realized that there might be some music at the beginning of that will probably get muted on Twitch. So, that's going to be interesting.
What do you think will get muted?
I'm assuming it's probably a licensed song. I'm not positive, but it's definitely a song that has lyrics that I think is not from, like, wasn't originally created for the game. Not that that really matters at all, but in the intro of the game, like in the tutorial sort of area, there's a song that plays for like 10 seconds, 15 seconds. That will probably get muted or copyright claimed. Because the rest of the game actually doesn't have much for music, like, at all. Because that was the thing I was worried with Alan Wake, and apparently also it was a problem in Alice. That, for whatever reason, the music, even though it's created for the game, it's still gets licensed.
Right.
So then they claim it, even though for some reason Alice, they'd only claimed like this very, very tail end of the music, which was weird. But I don't know, maybe I'll do Alan Wake for Extra Life or something. And you don't have to worry about the VOD as much. the stream window? There it is. So we technically have 3 viewers between us, I think. Do we want to raid Fry? I saw that he just started playing Phasmophobia.
I have no clue what that even is, but probably pull up the Chromebook and take a look in his stream. It's been a while.
Yeah, I've been watching a few of his streams, and I even hopped into his Smash Brothers tournament that he did and got destroyed.
Oh, really?
It's been a while since I played Smash, and I couldn't remember how I played the different characters. And I also, for like the first match or two, all of my buttons were backwards.
Oh wait, did you play him?
Yeah, I played him, and
yeah,
a couple other people he had in chat that were in the tournament.
I know those skills.
Yeah,
he's good.
And he wasn't even like the reigning champ of the tournament. That stream. There was someone else that was just like destroying everybody. I am not very good at Smash.
Like the actual mouse on the game. Oh my god, that was crazy.
Yeah, it looks like he's still playing Phasmophobia.
Yeah, he plays Mega Man better than I ever will, which I'm jealous. Alright, I'll go ahead and pull this on the Chromebook.
Yeah, probably. It probably won't show up in this thing because I don't think Twitch notifies raids smaller than 5 people anymore.
Does it not?
Apparently not. So, whatever.